What's up, Michael Jordan collectors and investors? So congratulations to all you Tom Brady collectors. I bet you're feeling really good about your investment this morning. I'm not sure if I really like all this talk about Tom Brady being a better GOAT than Michael Jordan. Remember, Michael Jordan had to play offense and defense to win his championships. So the market is still seeing a slow and steady rise right now, which is very healthy. The market is starting to cool a little bit, however, on the PSA 8 Michael Jordan rookie cards, which makes sense because that's the most common grade at almost 8,000 population. If we were to see a dip in the market, it would start with those cards in particular. Those would be impacted first and the most. But Card Gems here. Welcome to my channel. This is today's February 8th Michael Jordan Rookie Card Market Report. All right, so let's dig into this. So PSA population report. Yesterday we had 18,471 total. Today we have 18,474. We have one new 8, one new 7, and one new 4. We still have 316 10s, 2,766 9s, and 7,744 8s. So checking on Beckett, which I'm sure has not changed, and it has not changed. Still have 11,569. This hasn't changed in like 3 weeks. They still have 6 pristine 10s, 526 9.5s, 1,634 9s. So checking on SGC. SGC has no change either. They still have 2,163. So they have one pristine 10 gold label, 25 10s, 25 9.5s, and 216 9s. So checking on our favorite website here, cardladder.com. They just got a really nice app that you can download for your phone now. It's very useful and it's just as good as the website. But this PSA 8 here last sold for $23,599. This is what I'm saying. The market is cooling a little bit on these PSA 8s. They had spiked up here to 26,100, and I've seen other sales that were closer to 30,000 that were not confirmed. But this has a very high pop C, 7,743. This is the most common grade across any grading company. So the minute that we start to see a dip in the market, it will start with these PSA 8s. We was down all the way down here to 21,000, but we're back up slightly to 23,599. So checking on the BGS 8. So the BGS 8 saw a slight uptick, 17,800. And that's because the BGS is just so undervalued that it's still seeing a slow and steady climb. That, and also people are trying to cross these over to PSA and make a little money. So yeah, it's up here to 17,800, which is all the way up from the 15,000. So, nice little jump there, about 2,800. So BGS 8.5 last sold for 20,488. So it's another card that saw a slight uptick from the 19,250, but still down from the spike of 23,100. So PSA 8.5 last sold for 37,500. So we haven't seen a sale in a while. We got a pop of 381 on this one. So this sale was on the 3rd. This was a spike right here, which was not too long ago. It was on the 2nd for 43,400. Those spikes across all these graphs that happen on that night of the golden auctions and the PSA 10 sold for those record prices. So all of these graphs are going to have a spike in that spot. PSA 9 last sold for 68,550. This card bounces up and down from about, this price is 68,000 to almost 80,000. it had this spike here that was almost 80,000, 79,999 on the second. And then we had 69,000 and then 68,500. And we also had a few sales on Heritage Auctions that was up to around 78,000, 79,000 as well. But we have not got those confirmed yet. So we're still waiting on those. BGS 9 last sold for $39,999. So again, close to that $40,000 mark. You know, it's kind of just leveled off here because it has sold for $40,350 before. And prior to that, it had that little dip there for $34,300. And it's down from that spike in the night of the golden auctions, $47,500. This card is more around this, you know, this $40,000 range is the average. Is still very undervalued compared to the PSA 9, but I think people are starting to fight over these PSA 9s a little bit so they can cross them over to PSA 9 and make double their money. So BGS 9.5 last sold for $162,500. And the reason you're seeing these ups and downs, if you have not seen my prior videos, these downs right here are not actually downs. These are low-end BGS 9.5s. These are ones that have 1.9 on the subgrade. And if you look at these dips right here, they're actually climbing. So that's just the low-end BGS 9.5 climbing. These humps right here, these are all high ends. These are all quad 9.5s and above. So these are also climbing because if you draw a straight line, it'll go right to here. This was the last high end at 120,000 prior to the most recent 162,000. So the card is seeing a climb. There's not really a up and down like you would think. PSA 10 last sold for 645,000. This is different. This dip here is actually a real dip. It's way down from this 720,000 mark right here. We have one on golden auctions right now that's up to 540,000 and still has like 3 days left. So we'll see how that one does. So speaking of golden auctions, here we are. We have this PSA 10, 450,000. If you add the buyer's premium, it's 540,000. Look at this sticker right here. This is already a new record. If you add the buyer's premium, it's like 205,000, and the record was 200,000. So here's that BGS 9.5. It's up to 120,000. Be 134,000 with the buyer's premium. This is a quad 9.5. So quad 9.5 all the way across. There we go. You get a good look at that. Also have BGS 9. It's at 36,000. We have this PSA 9. It's at 51,000, and this PSA 9 is up to 56,000. If you add the buyer's premium, it's like mid 60s. So golden auctions, we have this PSA 10. It's up to 360,000. These do not have the buyer's premium added to them yet. This is a PSA 9. It's up to 37,000. SGC 9.5 up to 55,000. This last sold for 125,000. So these SGCs are really getting respect now. And there's her PSA 8 here is still low, 12,000, and this BGS 8 6750, and this PSA 7 is 5,250. These are so low because look, there's 20 days left on these. There's the real bidding has not begun yet. So looking at recently ended, we have this PSA 7 in it, and someone bought it now for 15,000. Here's a PSA 7. It's sold for 15,350, 43 bids. So these PSA 7s are selling consistently around 15,000. There's a PSA 5. It's sold for 7,000, 26 bids. Here's a PSA 8 with the officer qualifier, 12,000, 48 bids. So that's about, average. BGS 7 sold for 12,769 bids. BGS 8 sold for 15,659 bids. PSA 7 sold for 13,953 bids. Here's a PSA 6 sold for $8,600 with 33 bids. Here's a BGS 2.5, $3,450, 20 bids. This is a steal right here because they're going to cross this to PSA and probably sell for around 5,000 or so. So BGS 6 sold for $9,050, 10 bids. Here's a PSA 8 sold for $22,522, 45 bids. And here's another PSA 8 sold for $24,677, 36 bids. This is what I'm saying. Look at these two 8s. These both had these eye appeal stickers. So these were more of a higher end PSA 8s, and they're selling much lower than what we've been seeing. So the market is cooling a little bit on these PSA 8s. There's a PSA 6 sold for $4,000. Buy it now. Here's a BGS 5.5 sold for $6,924, 45 bids. Here's a BGS 7.5 was listed for $12,500 or best offer, and it sold for $11,200. So we also have this sell right here. This BGS 9, it was listed for $59,923 or best offer, and it sold for $56,000. So I'm a little skeptical about this sell right here. So of course we got to wait for it to be confirmed. If it is, it would be a new record. But I'm not sure if this was real or not, or if someone was trying to pump this card. But I'm reporting it to you guys so that you're aware of it. So newly listed PSA 6, we got one for $12,499 or best offer. Here is a PSA 7 for $12,500. It's got one bid already. Here's PSA 8, $26,617 or best offer. Here's a BGS 6.5. They got it for about $12,000. Buy it now. Here's a SGC 8.5 for $30,000 or best offer. Now SGC 8 just sold for $19,000. So here is a PSA 6 listed for $12,995 or best offer. Here's a PSA 3 $6,200 best offer. Here's a BGS 9. Wow, $189,000 or best offer. So I guess this guy thinks he's won the lottery or something. So, this is about a $40,000 card. PSA 9 listed for $97,500 or best offer. Again, this is a really high price. These are selling, about high 70s from high 60s. So here's a BGS 9 listed for $57,000 or best offer. Here is a PSA 7 listed for $17,999 or best offer. Here's a PSA 4, $4,521, 19 bids already. Here's a PSA 8, $27,000 or best offer. Here is a SGC 4, they got it for $15,000. Buy it now. Here's a PSA 7 with the off-center qualifier for $9,499 best offer. So here's a BGS 7.5 listed for $25,500 a best offer. Here is a PSA Authentic Altered for $3,000, one bid. Here's a BGS 8.5 for $24,000, 0 bids. It's a really high starting price. Here's a PSA 8, 10,116 bids. PSA 9, 20,900, 16 bids. Here is a BGS 3.5 for $6,500, a best offer. Again, this will be another great card that you could possibly cross over to PSA and make a lot of profit on that, a good return on investment. So PSA 8 for $25,995, buy it now. PSA 8 for $11,901, 38 bids already. Here's a BGS 8.5 for $22,999, 0 bids so far. Here's another one for same price, also 0 bids. These 8.5s, the record price is $23,000 on those, but they've been selling around $20K now. Here is a PSA 8 with the off-center qualifier, $16,000, 0 bids. So I've seen this card a couple of times and it keeps ending, and they just keep raising the price of the starting bids. So I don't know what the genius is there, but There it is. PSA 8, 35,000, best offer. PSA 8, 19,000, our best offer. And a PSA 5 for 8,250, our best offer. So looking at these live auctions, we have this BGS Authentic. It's altered. It has a very nice eye appeal. It's up to 2,370, 28 bids. Here is a PSA Authentic altered, 3,001 bid. Here's a PSA 3 up to 4,000 with 1 bid. Here's a PSA 6. It's up to 4,050 with 2 bids. This is sold for as much as 11,800. Here's a PSA 4, 4,521, 19 bids. There's a PSA 3. It's up to 5,050 with 30 bids, 3 days left. Here's a PSA 2, 5,000, 0 bids, 5 days left. Here's a PSA 4, 5,124 bids, 4 days left. Here's a BGS 4, 5,224, 12 bids, 4 days left. Here's a PSA 4, it's up to 6,100, 31 bids, 1 hour left. So these low grades are really doing well. Here's a PSA 8, 6,600, 18 bids, 3 days left. Here is a PSA 4, 7,000, 0 bids. It's a really high starting bid. Here is a PSA 5, basically 7K, and it's got 1 bid, 2 days left. Here's a PSA 5, 7,600, 25 bids, 1 day left. Here's a PSA 6.5, 8,300, 11 bids. 18 bids. So we know a PSA 6 has sold for 11,800 record price. So a 6.5 you would think would be a little bit more than that, or at least equal. So good card to look at here. Here's a PSA 8 with the off-center qualifier, 8,700, 34 bids. Very sharp looking card. It's just off-center top to bottom. BGS 7.5, 9,000, 0 bids. Here's a BGS 7.5. This one has 31 bids and it's 9,300, so a little bit higher than this, but it depends on the eye appeal and the subs. You gotta look at the subgrades. Here's a PSA 8, 9,850, 21 bids. Here is a PSA 9 off-center qualifier, 10,100, 33 bids. This is a great card to buy if you're a collector, to be able to get this very nice looking mint 9 that's just off-center. You don't have to pay $80,000. So PSA 7, $10,000. It has 1 bid. PSA 8, 10,100, 16 bids, 6 days left. Here's a SGC 8, 11,090, 2 bids. This sold for 19,000 recently. There's a PSA 7, 11,550, 34 bids. Here's a PSA 8. It's up to 11,600, 56 bids. Here's a PSA 8 up to 11,901, 38 bids. This is why these PSA 8s have cooled. There's just so many of them. There's over 7,000 of these things, and everyone wants to sell them. PSA 8, 12,277, 18 bids. Here is a PSA 7. It's up to 12,500, 1 bid. Here's a BGS 8, 13,100, 27 bids. Here is a PSA 8, 13,998, 1 bid. Here's a BGS 8, 14,100 starting bid, 0 bids. Here's a PSA 8, 14,500, 19 bids, 6 days left. Here's a PSA 4, 14,999. It's a very high starting bid, so there's no bids. Here's a PSA 8, 15,146 bids, 2 days left. Here's a PSA 9 off-center qualifier for 15,133 bids. See, this is a great card right here. 3 days left on it. Nice chance to pick up a very, very nice looking card. It's just off-center. PSA 8, 15,422 bids and 3 days left. Here's another PSA 8, 15,926 bids. Here's a PSA 8, 18,100 with 48 bids. Here's a BGS 8.5. It's up to 18,501, 78 bids. Here's a PSA 8 up to 18,800, 24 bids, 6 hours left. There's a PSA 8, 19,000, 53 bids, 10 hours left. Here's a BGS 9, 20,500, 7 bids. Here's a PSA 8, I mean, this is actually a PSA 9, 20,900 with 16 bids. This has a lot of time left, 9 days. Here's PSA 8, 21,675, 3 bids, 1 day left. Here's a PSA 8, 22,988 with 28 bids. So here's a PSA 8, 23,100, 54 bids, 7 hours left. Here's a BGS 9, 30,000, 34 bids, 8 hours left. This should get up to at least 40,000. Here's another BGS 9, 32,300, 33 bids, 7 hours left. Here's a PSA 8. That's an extremely high starting bid of 33,000, so it has no bids. Here is a PSA 9, 40,556 bids, 4 days left. And here's a PSA 9, it's up to 52,400 with 47 bids, 2 days left. So checking our BGS 9.5s and above, we have this one for 250,000 or best offer, has a 9 on the surface. Here's another one, 302,000 or best offer with a 9 on the surface. So these are low ends. Here's another BGS 9, a 9.5 with a 9 on the surface, 325,000 or best offer. Now these are all the low ends here. Here's another one with a 9 on the surface. See, BGS is really hard on surface grades, so getting a BGS 9.5 with a 9 on the surface, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a bargain compared to those BGS 9.5 with high ends, quad 9.5s and above. So this one has a 9 on the surface grade, but you also get the sticker together, so that is a pretty good deal right there. But this is 400,000 or best offer, so you know the sticker has sold for as much as 70K, and the low end has sold for as much as 81,000. But I think it's more to closer to 130,000, maybe 150. Here's a pair. This one has a 9 on the edges. This one has a 9 on the corner, so both low ends. You know, you see the price here, 536,000 or best offer. Here we have a very high-end BGS 9.5. This has a 10 on the centering, so a perfect center. That's about the best eye appeal you could possibly get. 350,000 or best offer though in this one. Here is a PSA 10. This is the only one listed on eBay right now from the PWCC Vault. 800,000 or best offer. So checking on our summary here. PSA 10s, the record price is still 720,000. There's one up on auction for 540,000. BGS high ends, quad 9.5s and above, record is 162,000. We have one on auction now for 144,000. BGS low end 9.5, the confirmed high price is 76,000. None on auction. SGC 9.5, record price is 125,000. There's one up for auction, 66,000. PSA 9 record price, 80,000. There's one for 67,000. BGS 9 record price, 47,500. There's one up for 43,000 right now in auction. SGC 9 record price, 28,000. None on auction. PSA 8 5. That's 43,400 is the record price. None on auction. Doesn't mean that there's not a buy it now or best offer. So, you know, check around on eBay. You might find one. So BGS 8.5 record price is 23,100. There's one up to 18,500 right now. SGC 8.5 record price is 10,555. None on auction. PSA 8 26,100 is the record price. There's one up for 23,100 on auction. BGS 8 record price 17,800. There's one up for 13,000. SGC 8 record price 19,000. There's one up for 11,090. BGS 7.5 record price is 13,000. There's one up for 9,300. PSA 7 record price 15,125. There's one for 12,500. So closing in on that record price. BGS 7 record price 12,700. None on auction right now. Checking our low ends. BGS 6.5 record price 7,729. The BGS 6 is up to, or the record price is 7,700. The PSA 6 record price 11,800. Very big spike here. There's one up on auction now for 8,400. PSA 5 record price is 7,700. There's one up to 76,000 right now, so it's probably going to break this record. And here's a PSA 4. The record price is 8,595. There's one up to 6,100. There's just such a big price discrepancy between these cards and the BGSs. It's just crazy. The PSA 3 record price 6,250. There's one up to 5,050 right now. PSA 2 sold for 5,300 record price, none on auction. PSA 1 sold for 7,350, and that was the record price, and we have none on auction. That is a very low pop card. So these are the randoms here. These are the cards that are missing. These are the ones that we do not have confirmed prices for, record prices for. As Card Ladder adds these cards, I will also add the record prices for these cards, but I'm making you aware that we have a BGS Authentic on auction for 2,370, PSA Authentic up to 3,000, BGS 2.5 up to 3,450, a BGS 4 up to 5,224, PSA 6.5 up to 8,300, PSA 8 off center for 8,700, and a PSA 9 off center for 15,000. It's just good to be aware of these live auctions, even though we don't have the confirmed prices. I'm sorry about that, but we're waiting to get those on Card Ladder. So this is the 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan sticker, and the record price is still $200,100. There's one up on auction now for $205,000, so it's already broken that record. And down here, these numbers below, you can read these. These are the population reports on these cards. Like this BGS 95, there's only 32, and the record price is 70,000, but we won't see it much, so there's none on auction. PSA 9, we have a new record price, 31,133, so slight uptick. We have one up on auction for 25,000. BGS 9, record price is 11,000. We have one up on auction for 10,800, so it's closing in on that record price. PSA 8.5, 15,000 record price, none on auction. PSA 8, 13,400 record price. We have one that's up to 7,700. PSA 7, record price is 5,150. We have one up to 3,550. So PSA 6, 3,500. We have one up to 2,392. PSA 5, record price is 2,858. And we have one up on auction for 1,225. As you can see, there is a lot of missing grades here. So these are all the ones that are on Card Ladder, and when they add them, I will add them. But I've also added this here so you can kind of see what the auctions are looking like right now. Like for the PSA 6.5, we have one that's up to 1,900. There's a SGC 7 up to 1,700. A PGS 7 up to 3,300. A PSA 7 with an ST qualifier. This is a stain. This is a common qualifier for these cards, so they sell quite often. So this one is up to 2,999. BGS 7.5 is up to 2,100. BGS 8 up to 1,500. A BGS 7.5 up to 2,000. Here's another PSA 8 with the ST qualifier stain. This is because these cards were on the back, so they got wax stains on them. So one is up to 5,000. There's a BGS 8.5 that's up to 6,000. And that's my report for today. All right, Michael Jordan collectors and investors. This was my Michael Jordan rookie card market report for today. I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. And I would really like to hear your opinions on the state of the market right now, what's going on, how crazy the market is with the Michael Jordan card, rookie card, and also just feedback. Anything I can do better and improve on my videos, stuff that you want to hear or information that you would like for me to put out. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I want to get this information out to as many people as possible, help them out, help out the little guys, the true collectors. That's the ones that I'm really trying to help out. And also, you know, keep you investors or you flippers, like, you know, I don't discriminate. You know, if this information helps you out, you know, I want to help everybody out. Also, if you like the video, just go ahead and give it a like. You know, it helps me out. And look forward to these videos every day because I post them every single day. Sometimes it might come out really late at night, might be midnight, but it will come out. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for watching my video and visiting my channel.